Hello again and welcome back, racing fans. Ellis Park Mike here for horseracingbarns.com for Thursday, second week at Saratoga. As usual, with Saratoga being 6 days of racing, we will recap Wednesdays on Friday. Thursday's card starts off with the first steeplechase race of the year. I don't know a lot about the steeplechase racing, but I always try to make a pick. I probably won't be playing the race, but I will be watching it. They're fun to watch. If you've never seen one, you should go out and take a look at it. My pick's going to be number 3, Wanganui for Tom Voss. Tom Voss has been training steeplechase horses for years and years and years, and he's very good. And this horse is 4 for 5 in the money over the jumps. And he gets a weight break from some of the others. So I'll just go with number 3 in the Jonathan Kaiser steeplechase race. Race 2 is our first flat race of the day. It's a good one. A non-winner's at 2 other than allowance, optional $50,000 claimer. And I'm going to the outside here for number 7, Imperial Pippin. His second start in this country was her first start on dirt, and she was a very impressive winner after bobbling a bit at the break. Came running and got the money on the wire and looked good doing it. I think she can improve here. I give her the nod. Second pick is number 1, part of the entry, Actin' Happy. Actin' Happy comes off of a second place finish at this level last time out and really had no excuse in that race. Was really asked for about 3/8 of a mile and did come a length short of winning, but looked to me like she should have run better than that. I was a little disappointed in that effort. Third choice is number 4, St. John's River. And this is a filly that's taken her first try into allowance company since her third start of her life in February of 2011. All stakes races since then. She's a victim of pace. She comes from out of it. I don't see a lot of pace in this race. It's going to be hard for her, and she's going to be odds on. So we're going to try to beat her. For me, it's 7, 1, and 4 in race 2. Race number 3 is a maiden $20,000 claimer, and this is at 6 furlongs. My top choice is going to be number 6, Dynamic Star. Bruce Brown is 0 for 8 so far this meet, but don't worry, he's going to win some races. I think this is going to be his first one right here. Dynamic Star was a good second versus $50,000 maidens in her last start at Belmont. Takes the drop here. She looks awfully tough to beat for me. Second choice, number 7, Allemand for Mike Hushin. This horse showed speed on the grass versus $40,000 claimers. Backed up a little bit late. Maybe she didn't like the turf. Ramon sticks with her. That'll be my second choice. And my third choice is going to be number 4, Paramil. Todd Pletcher, first-time starter. The horse ships in from Delaware. Gets Castellano. Castellano's a little cold so far, but I look for him to heat up. And this is a horse that's not a proven loser yet, like some of the others. So for me, 6, 7, and 4 in race number 3. Race number 4 is a 2-year-old filly maiden $50,000 claimers at 5.5 furlongs. I'm going to go with number 1, Happy Inside. This is part of an entry, but the 1 is the one I like. And she was a speed and fade horse at Delaware versus maiden special weights. Looked like she was just a little bit overhead. This is her second start. I'll give her the nod here. Also like number 3, Queen 9, and number 4, Shrinking Violet, 2 Wesley Ward trainees. Both have run against maiden special weight company and ran okay in them. Now they take the drop. 6-1, half a dozen another with these two. I'd use them both because usually, invariably, if you bet one, the other one wins. So for me, 1, 3, and 4 in race 4. Race number 5 is an open $25,000 claimer at 7 furlongs. I'm going to step out to the outside here for number 7, Jet Set Vinny. And Jet Set Vinny was recently raced at Parks in Pennsylvania, and it was a nice closing winner. The pace was not really fast that day. It was going 6.5. Today gets 7 furlongs. Should be just right for his closing kick. I'll make him my top choice. My second choice is going to be number 1, Star of New York, and this is part of an entry, Detro entry. I don't know if both will run. This one is the one I like. Comes out of a handicap starter handicap fit $25,000 race, and now drops into straight claimers. Was 4th in that race as the favorite. Dominguez sticks with him. And my third choice will be number 3, Bernie the Maestro. Bruce Levine claimed this horse 2-back for $20,000. Immediately won for 20 at Belmont. Easily going a mile. Drops back to 7 furlongs. Has never raced at Saratoga, but looks to be in form. 7-1-3 in race number 5. Race number 6 is a conditioned $20,000 claimer. And this is for horses which have never won 3 races or 3-year-olds. And this is at 5.5 furlongs on the grass. My top choice is going to be number 5, Lord Chelsea. And once again, Wesley Ward brings this horse in. It was an easy winner versus 16 conditioned claimers last time out. We'll try the turf for the first time. Has just a mediocre turf breeding, but seems to be in form. Also like number 4, All Class. Chris Englehart, last time out, making his first start of the year was a wire-to-wire winner versus $20,000 and 2 lifetime claimers. Now faces similar, and you're going to get a price with him. Also like number 6, Precious Metal. And this will be their likely favorite. It's a New York bred that's coming out of a not one of 2 other than 50 optional claimer race, once you finish 4th. A good field. The winner was odds on. Look for this horse to run well also. So for me, 5, 4, and 6 in race number 6. Race number 7 is a maiden special weight at a mile on the inner turf for fillies and mares. And I'm going to make opening day. I like this horse, Bella Bandita. She was scratched due to a security guard seeing something he thought wasn't right. It turned out that was okayed by the vet. Horse was scratched anyway. I liked the way she ran last time, seeing that she was looking out and not paying attention. They're putting blinkers on her today. That's good enough for me. She's my top choice. Second choice, number 6, Despite Her Form. George Weaver brings this filly in here who tried to get on the grass twice at Gulfstream Park. It was rained off both times. She ran anyway and ran second both times. Has probably been looking for turf. And the number 7, Flower Mart for Christophe Lamont. First-time starter. He's already won with 1 first-time starter on turf going along at this meet. You know he can do it. For me, 8, 6, and 7 in a race number 7. Race number 8 is the 3rd running of the Quick Call for 3-year-olds at 5.5 furlongs on the turf. I'm going to the outside here to number 9, Full. Was second versus non-winners of 2 other than allowance last time out in a race where the leader fell over the rail, the inner rail. The horse ran a very odd racing in here. It was up close, dropped back, and then came running again late to miss by only a half a length. That's going to be my top choice. Second choice is going to be number 2, Manly. Coming off 2 consecutive wins. Both at Churchill, both going 5 furlongs. He seems to be in rare form. I'm going to make him my second choice. Number 4, Love Those Boots, is my third choice. And this horse is coming off of a fast closing second at 5.5 at Colonial versus the non-winners of 2 other than allowance horses. Looks like this horse is in shape as well. So for me, 9, 2, 4 in the Quick Call. Race number 9 is a starter allowance $50,000 optional claimer. And this is at a mile on the inner turf. I'm going to go to the outside again here for number 9, First Whippoorwill. Grand Motion brings this filly in, and she was a winner versus 35,000 condition claimers last time out, in which she was stuck on the inside and waited for room, and finally found some and was very game and getting to the wire. Also like number 2, Scenario Analysis, another filly who was trapped down on the rail versus this type of horse last time out, same condition. Finished second and just didn't really have a chance to run until the last probably 16th of a mile, and she ran very good. My third choice is number 1, part of an entry, Downtown Hottie. Here's an old 5-year-old mare that just tries hard every time. She's a New York bred, and she's been running against New York bred allowance horses. She tries to open company today, but she's such in good shape, and she's got Tony Dutrow in her corner. I'll make her my third choice. 9-2-1 in the 9th. The finale is a $35,000 condition claimer. For 3-year-olds and up, which haven't won 3 or 3-year-olds are horses which have not won a turf race since January 26th. Lots of conditions in here. And this is a spread race for me. I'm going to go with number 11, Grand Rapport. This is a horse that's run third the last 2 starts against much better than these. Any of the horses that beat him in his last 2 starts would be the favorite in here. He's 7-2. I like him on top. Number 8, second choice in here, Fastest Magician. Claimed off a Barkley tag last time out in a good 4th versus non-winners of the race other than $25,000 optional claimers. Steps up to 35. I like the fact that the trainer has stepped the horse up off the claim. Must be doing well. Also like number 3, King Ting. Graham Motion brings this gelding in here for West Point Thoroughbreds. It's dropping to its lowest level. At 2 back versus starter allowance 50. It was a wire-to-wire winner. Then tried allowance company and didn't run very well. This gets a class break here and it should be tough. Also number 4, Lighthouse Sound. Was claimed 3 back by Chad Brown for a 50. Tried starter handicaps and ran evenly in both of those races. Now drops him to 35. Got to give him a chance too. So 11, 8, 3, 4 in the finale for me. I'd like to wish everyone good luck. Check out the stats for week 1. We're going to try to improve on that as we go. Want to give everybody a shout out there. Good luck. And remember that if any day at Saratoga is a great day, try to get out to Saratoga yourself. You'll love it. See you tomorrow.